then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a
Can Zeke deke again? Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, it's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. And they played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Again to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll go down at the 28.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. He's checking. Cracks.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's got Rome. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
You got tape. You got we're going to 54. Right here. 26.
On 2nd down, Allison. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, look now at our starting defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Prescott now. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. From the 45 on second down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working from the gun. Wentz. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 6. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guy.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Game situation. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That's it.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me?
Touchdown, Eagles.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A 1st opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So they get a break there as the penalty moves them to the 5 for another 3rd and goal.
That's it. 52. Mike 52. No gain on this defense. No gain. 52's the Mike. Like 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Zerline's kick is up and through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He only has a single solo carry, 1, numero uno, second quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry, that takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool.
You went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is Ertz with it. Right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Let's go.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stepping up, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
We'll go 47. Let's get off the field. My 52. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 26.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looking deep downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wentz on the draw leads it for Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run. It's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second down and goal. Wentz looking end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Prater for the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 12. Got you, boy.
26.
Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Going to 53.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Hey, 26.
Prescott on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Prescott now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Romo. Check, Mike 21.
26.
And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Check 52.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Open here is Allison. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Bisons who are in the lead. Taylor Gabriel, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Demarcus Robinson, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Jameis Winston leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have been...
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Prescott to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Prescott from the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, they'll try the jet sweep here. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This pass complete, wins to Ertz. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second and goal, Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. The Eagles on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Richard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Prescott now got his man there, complete to Gallup. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Cooper again the target, and that'll make it third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
3rd and long for Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 87 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving a show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. it like rocket fuel.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, pass that like I'm Dino. I'm part Italian, blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these when they push for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.